back on Lease TV. We haven't had you on in a while.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm pretty excited. We're going to be talking about these $2 generals that we're co-broking with Jesse. One in Sierra Vista, Arizona, and one in Bisbee, Arizona. They're brand spanking new developments, right, Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Brand spanking new.
$2 generals directly from developer in very scenic Sierra Vista and Bisbee, Arizona. I'm going to post a video of the drive from Sierra Vista to Bisbee. It's a beautiful scenic drive. But the cool thing about that area is it's like, I feel like you could just be in the middle of nowhere in Arizona and then boom, there's a cave and like some crazy stuff going on, like literally within a quarter mile. So very unique tourist areas. So a lot of cool stuff to unpack there with the locations. But Dollar General themselves, BBB credit rating, traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker DG. What was their revenue last year?
Their revenue looks like $38.6 billion. $38.6 billion as of 1/31/2024.
Net worth 6.7.
6.7 billion is their shareholders' equity. So you got a very strong tenant paying your rent, or guarantor, right? They do a guarantee.
Right. So the great thing is like, all right, they spend more money on site selection and the process of finding excellent real estate for their business than people, want to give credit for. I mean, these guys are experts in targeting niche markets that, need a convenience store. And that's basically, you have a convenience/general store in Dollar General. 15-year leases, zero landlord responsibility. These are awesome properties for 1031 exchange buyers. We have brand new 2024 construction. So look, if you're on the West Coast, you need a little trip, you're selling a property, or you want to have like good excuse to get out to Arizona and do some cave exploring, yada yada. These are awesome properties for you. We've got absolute net leases, 3 5-year options, 10% bumps in the options, and the assurance that Dollar General is the largest small box retailer in the country. They've got over 20,000 stores. They're still growing. A lot of the things that they're doing is pretty interesting for a concept like, they started off dry goods and now they have refrigerators, they've got meat. In a lot of markets, they're the only grocery option. And that's a big deal.
What I like about these two locations is they're kind of in like rural areas that can build up over time, right, around them. And as things kind of build up around them, wouldn't that bring up the sales? Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, look, and the U.S. is growing across the country. I mean, we're seeing smaller markets become more mid-sized. Population growth. There's not enough housing. But Dollar General, I think, look, they do really well regardless of the size of the population, the growth potential.
Kind of here in California, if you're young, there's no housing really. I mean, you're looking where I live here in Carlsbad, minimum house is $2 to $3 million, right? So if you're a first-time home buyer, you're looking at Nevada, you're looking at Arizona. So I think that those markets
that's a good point.
Are going to be hot, right?
So yeah, like a great point about these markets is you can get a 1-bedroom rental for like the $600 range.
Yeah, I mean
that's insane. That's insane. Like in the Midwest, you can't touch that. It's like $1,000 in like tertiary markets in the Midwest. You can be in Arizona and be under $1,000.
So if you're a millennial, Arizona makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, that's the place to go. Yeah. It's hot. And
if you work from home, if you don't have to be close to whatever, I mean, it's a good option for that as well. And there's a lot of stuff to do. You can stay active year round. There's like, I'm a huge fan, and like having worked on other deals in Arizona and digging into these markets a little bit more, I'm a huge fan of the areas and kind of like just the overall.
Hey, you're pretty close to Nevada. You can go over and gamble if you want. If you have any transactions that require a takeout loan, cash out, refinance, if you're out here at ICSC or regardless if you're not, just call me on my cell phone or text me 760-803-6464, 760-803-6464. If you'd like to be interviewed for our Net Lease TV at any one of the ICSC events or any other events, or just an interview, please text me as well, and we can meet up with you. It'd be great to interview you for commercial real estate events. But this is Chris Marabella. Yeah, for sure. That sounds good with me. Yeah, just hanging out at the jacuzzi and having some nice drinks. Let's talk about.
We'll leak more info on that.
Right, let's talk about Sierra Vista first. So the list price on that is what?
Sierra Vista listed for $2.98 million. It's a 5.4 cap. 10,566 square feet. The NOI is $160,000. So now, you've got a brand new 2024 construction. It's the price point is perfect for a lot of these 1031 exchange buyers. Sierra Vista, 560 miles southeast of LA. Okay, so it's a quick flight. I'm not sure the drive from once you get to the airport to the town, but you can get there within a day. We've got pretty strong traffic in the area, especially for a DG. Counts immediately nearby are 17,000 vehicles and 23,000 vehicles per day, which again, this isn't like a typical tertiary location. A lot of times you see, in like super tertiary markets, 4,000, a few hundred, just very light. This is a good location. Area retailers in the immediate vicinity is Tractor Supply, Hobby Lobby, PetSmart, Walmart, Lowe's. So again, this isn't a tertiary location. Good demos. Average household income of 80,000. Nearby parks and recreation include the Huachuca Mountains.
Say that again. Canyon. How do you say that? Huachuca.
Huachuca. I'm not.
Are you pronouncing that right, buddy?
I don't know. Somebody will probably comment that I'm not. So
comment below
I'm not going to say I am. I do know how to pronounce Eureka. Eureka Canyon, cool place to explore. Ramsey Canyon, Ash Canyon Bird Sanctuary. These areas are really popular for like bird watching, hummingbirds, butterflies, cool stuff. I mean, look, it's not your thing, but it's other.
Are you into birds?
Thing.
I didn't know you're such a bird enthusiast, Jesse.
I feel very connected to hawks. They're like kind of flying around, seeing everything from a bird's eye. I feel very connected to that.
I know you like mongooses for sure. Mongoose.
So my spirit animal is a mongoose. So you got to watch out.
All right. Jesse, I know you mentioned just one thing. You mentioned to me that I found really interesting. You said that some of the West Coast net lease and these Western states like Nevada and Arizona are really hot because there's a lot of buyers in the West Coast, and they want their properties in proximity to kind of where they live. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so a lot of times it's just understanding, why. Like, if you're in California, you're not used to snow for the most part. You want to be in maybe more of a desert area, an environment that you're familiar with. And so it's like, Arizona, and also a lot of folks tend to retire down into Arizona, and the type of market where I think people are just if you're from that region, the West Coast, you're very familiar with Arizona and at least the climate and, the overall topography. So, yeah.
So maybe like a snowbird coming from the east. These properties are perfect for somebody that wants to retire in Arizona and have their property right next to where they're living. Built Central is an awesome new technology where you can research and find out what developers are building what, where, and when, right? Information is the main thing with our business. Information can make you a lot of money. All joking aside, I know we joked a lot in this, but these are great locations. You got a really solid tenant, and the
seller is motivated. They're merchant developers. We took them to market, and then we repriced them after the Fed decided to not shift rates downward. The seller is looking at all offers They're very serious. They're merchant developers. They're not holders of these types of products. So, we really highly recommend folks to get in touch and let's make a deal.
And again, if you're going to ICSC, if you have any of these Starbucks or any other net lease deals, you want to meet me and Jesse at the pool. I'm flying in on Saturday, May 18th. I'll be there through the following Wednesday, the 22nd. Send me an email. Call me on my cell if you want to go to the Marcus party, and I'll coordinate with Jesse to get you into that. My cell is 760-803-6464, and my email is nnn@marabellafinance.com. I'd love to hang with you and get to know you. That's the cool thing with ICSC. It's a fun event, and it's a lot of fun. We're not just doing business. We're going to be having fun. We're going to have drinks. We're going to be laughing. We're going to have a good time. Right, Jesse? We're going to get a
100%.
tan. We're going to be getting our tan. It's not all about business. You got to have a little fun. Enjoy
just
life.
Up here? You're going to tan up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Jesse says I should shave all my hair off. What do you guys think? Would I look better? Comment below. But I'm thinking about it as I get older. I actually like that look. I look stronger, right? If I just
you look like
off.
Bruce Willis back in his
all right.
heyday.
In his heyday.